Isolation Nation. It turns out the key to being on time is not doing less shows. This is the Social Distancing Social Club Mega Monthly Spectacular. Let's hear it, everybody. You sound excited, and I just damaged my forehead a little bit with that quick brush stroke. That was how.
I mean, you did just have a stroke, but not from a brush.
You're damn right. You're damn right. Listen, I got to release tension before the show somehow.
Oh, my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ben Gleib. Please welcome the second leg of the four-legged tripod that makes up the quarantine. It's Steve Hofstetter.
Hello, everyone. Good to be back, although Ben made me choke on my damn water when he popped into frame last second.
After I just talked about having a stroke, I don't think you need to talk about choking on stuff that I made you do. Okay, anyway.
Oh, wow.
You know what? It's so great. Thank you for being here. We're done. All right. Welcome to the show, everybody. As always, if you want to support us, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at stscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. Throw in those Facebook stars. Do all of that stuff. For those of you who are new to watching, welcome to the show. It's going to be a hell of an episode. And speaking of episodes, please welcome Mr. Chris Bowers.
Hey, what's up, guys? Remember we used to do this? Remember we used to do this 5 days a week? How insane was that? Jesus, right? 5 days a week, where Ben was going to get hair brushed in time. But
Well,
it
we
looks
also
good, man.
did nothing else.
Thank you.
So
Oh, that's
true.
I did other stuff, but
That
you
is
guys
true.
did nothing else. You guys were in your houses.
that's a great jacket, by the way, man. That is one. I would rock that. That's awesome.
Nice, thanks. This is one of my favorites. So I
I
appreciate
mean,
that.
clearly the biggest evidence that the world has changed drastically in these last 2 years is that we used to make fun of Bauer's outfits, and now Steve is like, I would rock that jacket.
Also, but in fairness, that is a cool jacket, much more so than a fabric disco ball. So
That is true. This is the subtlety that Steve needs. We have a fourth member of this tripod. Is she here? Queen, are you around? What are you doing?
Queen!
How you doing?
Hey, oh, it's not where. There we go.
Hey, Queen.
hey, Queen,
Oh,
I
hey.
got something.
That's so rude. You know what? Give me that mother finger.
Oh, shit!
Hey!
Ow!
Fine. Hi,
What up,
everybody.
Q? R.
How's it going?
It's good. You know, I'm gonna turn off my camera because that's complicated. There we go. Hi, I'm here. That means Steve's here in LA.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
very
in
cool.
LA on my way to Australia. I figured LA was a little closer, and I would reduce jet lag a little bit.
Yeah, when do you leave for Australia?
I leave tomorrow night.
And you'll get there 2 days ago?
No, it works the other way.
Oh,
I
okay.
leave Wednesday, and I get
You
there
get there-
Friday.
Okay, well, all right. So of March, the week of March 10th, right? Like it takes like a
I
whole
think
month.
you've mastered time zones, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I've been watching 1883, so I think all things are by wagon train now. So I don't.
Yep,
That's how I judge time
totally
now.
makes sense. I lost that geography trivia competition. Totally makes sense.
Well, I have your fourth place trophy right here. If you want to.
You have one of my 12 fourth place trophies.
No, we keep auctioning off the trophies. We've sold most of them.
Just do me a favor and let's not mention that geography contest anymore, okay? I regret it.
Wow, yeah, it turned into something bad for Ben. What's sad is Ben came in third and it was rigged. You came in fourth and at least it was against you. That's
Yeah, well, it turned into something bad for Ben, but, for now, only Ben.
I cannot wait to see what the other things are. I cannot wait.
Steve. I was completely convinced that before the Super Bowl they were come out and go, the Bengals aren't really in the Super Bowl. That's hilarious. This is all a trick on Bowers from Steve. We're now even. Fuck you. It's the Chiefs. I really thought that was going to happen.
Speaking of the Bengals, look at my Houday henna. It's almost. I don't know if you can see it. It's terrible. It
It's-
looks like. Yeah, you can barely see
That
it.
henna
Looks
is
like
now
you-
a what dat henna.
It's the worst.
Looks like you got a TB test. Looks like you got a
I got-
TB test.
My skin had a reaction to it, so it started to scab up. So it's not happening.
I don't know if that was a tattoo or you're just doing heroin now.
It'll be
Right?
in different places.
Yeah. You're like, what's this sore on my arm? Kevin's like, it's a tattoo, babe. We got tattoos. Remember?
Oh my god.
You're the most put together heroin addict I've ever seen.
That's true.
I'd like to do a little more heroin, but if you could please complete the logo, that would be great.
Like Jack said, the queen is our heroine.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
We got a lot of really fun things we're going to do on this episode. We have two incredible guests. Also, this morning I got the preview copy of my new special. And it's not done being color corrected. The audio's not done yet. But I decided I would share the intro with you guys because you guys are the hardcore fans. So
Love that.
yeah, we're going to share the intro later on in the show.
Cool.
And our two guests, by the way, we're not going to bring them on just yet, but we should preview them like any respectable show. Preacher Lawson and Kelen Coleman, everybody, will be joining us.
Excited, very excited. Super excited to talk to Kellen about the West Wing and The Office, and Preacher about AGT. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good
Yes,
show.
indeed.
We had a
And
fun
just being
opening.
one of the biggest comics in the world.
I don't think he's that big.
Like physically.
He weighs like 170, right? He's not that big.
Yeah, it's all muscle.
I see him jump on his bed. It's an incredible leap he's got. He does that on his Instagram a lot. I didn't personally see it.
He jumps on his bed on Instagram a lot. That's what he does.
Yeah, like in slow motion and stuff. Right, Rachel?
Yeah, he does. He does a leap.
Yep.
Maybe I'll end the show that way. We'll see.
There you go.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Leap into Steve's bed. That's a good idea. Okay.
Man, this is a hotel. I don't
Maybe cut back on that heroin. I mean, seriously, you're making bad decisions. This is not the move.
We had a fun overnight game. You guys want to hear the overnight game? It was
Yeah.
America runs on blank. America runs on blank. So let's complete the slogan. Jack Dossel had America runs on sentences. I thought was hilarious. Runs on sentences. Meg Bagley had America runs on sugar, ADHD meds, and false hopes. I thought that was good. But my favorite was Shannon Savage had America runs on Budweiser, burps loudly, America. I thought that was good with a flag. So that was the winner of the overnight game. Do we have a Night King, Rach?
So we had this was our first month trying the Mega Monthly Night King, right? And it was what's the title of Bauer's book? I think it was something like that.
Yeah.
Bauer's imaginary book?
My
Matt
fake book.
Bauer's-
We now have a fake book club. Steve has a book club and Facebook, but now we have a fake Bowers book club too.
I also
Reviews are amazing.
I also enjoy, by the way. So Bowers is gonna come on the road with me for a decent amount, and I really like that because we don't have to find any extra room for merch.
Yep. No, I don't bring any merch. My merch is all virtual. I have Virch.
Really
I have Virch. We call it Virch.
Yeah,
We did not hear what you said, Rachel. What's that?
All the jackets.
They're gonna take.
I'm
a
gonna have
while.
book
Yes, true.
I will sell book jackets for sure.
And even I will join your virtual book club, Bowers, but I still won't do the reading.
Well, that's the good news about my book club. You don't have to read anything.
I'll read the forward
still
and
won't
fuck
get
it
it
up for
done.
you.
Yeah, Rachel is gonna do the backward for your book.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Queen Rachel actually can't become a heroin addict. She can become a hormone addict, maybe, is the word.
She's like, oh no, I'm addicted to heroin.
Heroin has ruined my life.
It's pronounced hemorrhoid.
It will be if you use that size of a finger.
She's chasing the Drogon. All right. Anyway.
Oh God.
All right, what was the
Mega Night King. So we had Berman. Believe it or not, Bauer's book is made of thin air. He never thought he could sell without his bachelor's degree. Buying away like a chicken wing and a bear. How much could it be? Believe it or not, it's free.
That's a short title.
Longer than the book.
I think that's also the theme song to Great American Hero. She just didn't sing it. I think that's what
It
that
was, yep. Rachel doesn't know basic cultural references. It's fine.
Zero.
No, she's been
Basic
traveling the
cultural
world having
references,
fun.
like a show from the 70s.
I wasn't even born.
You weren't born in the 70s?
It was the
I'll
early
kill you.
80s.
I'll come over to your house right now.
I was born the last 3 months of the 70s.
Oh.
Yeah.
There.
All right.
Well,
what else we got?
I
Well-
liked Bunce. One of Bunce, she had a couple. Bauer's big books of vegetables much ado, and then nothing Bauer's nothingness. So there was a theme to that one.
Sure.
Jack, 4 foot 33 inches, a reference to the John Cage composition, which is 4 minutes and 33 seconds of playing nothing on the piano.
Nice.
But the one I liked the best was from Gus, and I think just because he wrote it when he was high.
Sure. Well,
I
Russ,
am Tim Cup. Why Chris Bowers only uses a 7-iron.
I do only golf with a 7-iron. That's the only club I use when I golf is a 7-iron. I can play an entire round.
And the putter?
No, you just use the back of the 7-iron.
He plays
around the
pool
other
with it
direction.
as well.
You can use it like a pool cue if you're close, but you gotta,
All right. Well, today's game.
Oh,
We have a game today that y'all can join in and play. Today's game is what television show would be the worst name for someone's vagina? So
real television shows.
actual.
And movies too. I combined both.
Oh, you said both.
Yeah,
Movie.
so I
Okay,
both.
so it could be a movie or a TV show that would be the worst name for someone's vagina. For example, Living Single. Or Mad About You.
That's
What
good.
about Pee-wee's Playhouse?
Oh my god. Or The Cosby Show. That'd be a terrible name. Anyway,
Oh no!
point is, take a
If
real.
Steve had a vagina,
television
it'd be called The Hunt for the Red October. But whatever.
Wait, if you have to hunt for October being red, that means you're late. Anyway,
Well, it could also just describe a particularly heavy month. There's a lot of options.
either way, take a real name of a television show or a movie. That would be a horrible name for your vagina or someone else's vagina. And the way you participate in the game is you comment on any of our feeds. But I almost said streams, decided not to. But if you, so you can comment. But if you want yours to count toward the prize, at the
8
end
is
of the
enough.
show, as well as having a much better chance of being read on air, what you do is you comment with a tip, at least $5 of a Venmo, a Super Chat, or a PayPal. And as always, if you are in our video front row, which on the Mega Monthly is limited to our patrons. If you're in our video front row, you get up to 2 entries for free.
Woo. All right.
And
And
then
are we allowed-
have a top tipper today. So we
A
are
top
going,
tipper gift or prize, you mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for top tippers,
We don't
so
already
if,
have-
you,
yeah.
if you submit generals, game entries, anything, we are giving out. I'm gonna give you the finger. Is what. Fucking.
Yeah.
We're all
Whoa.
gonna sign it.
That's gonna be fun to ship. I think that's gonna be a fun envelope you have to send. Can you send it in a middle finger shaped envelope, please?
Are
Yeah,
people
probably.
gonna want it signed on the front or on the back before you guys leave being with each other? I feel
Well,
like the front, like
signed
on
on
the
the
bottom.
back.
I know you did. That's what made me ask the question. But I feel like the front, so that people can display it. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
sign like on the bottom of the
Okay,
front.
we'll do both.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do both.
There you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
think
very
I
both,
think
but-
Rachel should sign the finger itself.
We had a comic at Morty's once that wanted to have a cashier's check after he was done. That's how he wanted to pay. He had to go to get a cashier's check. And so I went there Monday. I didn't look at the paperwork till I got there, and I had to make a cashier's check out to Hot Sharts Productions, and it was a fun thing I had to do in a bank. And I realized that's why he did it. That's why he wants a cashier afterwards. So the club owner has to go to the bank and get a cashier for Hot Sharts Productions with a straight fucking face.
That's hilarious.
Well, I think so. So Taylor started the stream for us. Thank you, Taylor. But then he had to run. Somebody was having a wedding on 2/2/22. So happy Tuesday to twos.
Oh, that's a good way to become 2. 1 becomes 2 on a Tuesday on 2/2/2/2/2/2. That works, right?
Yeah, and then they get divorced on January 11th.
Wait, Taylor had to leave. So who's mixing the show?
We've got Molly.
Molly's here. Is Molly here yet?
Molly.
Molly. Sweet.
Molly, Molly, Molly.
So she's here?
Yep.
I'm here.
So we're
All right,
ready for
awesome.
CFR anytime.
Let's do this front row then. Video front
Oh,
row.
and
turn
also
your camera.
before that as well, I also have an announcement or two, maybe even actually 3 that I'll be sharing with you guys later. I'm super excited about all of them, and none of them are. Why is people calling me? I'm trying to make an announcement and then do the VFR. Stop calling me. Did you hear that ringing? Anyway, I'll be sharing those soon. But first, video front row. Turn on your cameras. It is VFR time, everybody.
Oh,
We
I
are very
already see some
excited about
ridiculousness
this.
happening.
Whoa.
Stephen Val.
Oh, you're wearing
Oh my God,
tutus because
it
it's
is.
2 Tuesday.
What? They're tutus.
The show is today is 2. I should open the show that way, by the way, too. If today is, of course, 2/22/22 at 2 p.m. Pacific on a Tuesday, and y'all are wearing tutus. It's pretty exciting. We've got 2 guests. We've got starting with front row Steve in a tutu with me on a tank top. I like that. Oh my gosh.
Off the rails since you guys.
Wait, were you in the Blind Melon video, Steve? Was that you? Were you that B-girl?
All I can say is that my eyes are pretty blind now.
I can say
Ironically,
that
there used to be.
It makes sense why Val wasn't there as well.
Even though that would have been 2 of them on frame, but still. No problem. We are joined, it looks like still from Australia, by Steph and her ruse.
Who is
What
not
up,
joining us
Steph?
on the 22nd because it's the 23rd there already.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That is true.
I've
That is
left
true.
the 22222 behind.
Way to ruin the theme, Steph.
It's not my fault you guys are so behind in time zones.
True.
Catch up.
It's a strong point. I just went to a party the other day. Some billionaire threw a birthday party for himself, and I performed at it. And he had a hookah thing flown up from Los Angeles where you could smoke directly out of a fresh cut pineapple. They literally put a pineapple and the coals on top of it, and you were smoking the essence of the pineapple. So
Away.
it was the dream come true for me.
Oh.
We are also joined in the Viffer by Marissa Francis Harnedy, a.k.a. the Velvet Fog. Can we hear you say something, please?
Okay, happy like a month.
Yes, loved it. Loved it. Even just
Love
a
your
few
earrings.
words gets me through the next month. Bowers loves your earrings. We are also joined here by JoJo Josepha Snyder, everybody.
It's a little doll head you're holding. That's weird.
That I assume it's in a tutu.
She's in a tutu.
Oh, nice. All right, cool.
That makes a lot more sense than it being a random doll head.
Be like, oh, is it not Dollhead today?
Doesn't have legs, which is weird, but all right. Okay, Tam, look at that.
We are joined by Timothy Brown wearing a tutu on her noggin.
With all of us with the goth version
Oh
of us
my
in the tutus.
God.
love it. I
Please
love
send
it.
that to me. That's so
I
cool.
love that.
You'll notice Steve's a pretty unicorn with a
Oh,
little
yeah.
tailor.
Like the bike day.
Bowers with his T-square.
Nice.
Ben's-
Bowers fucks.
Really, really proud of his
Ben's
Nipples.
proud of his nipples.
Looks good.
work.
Damn, your audio is cutting a little bit.
Tam, it looks like you woke up drunk after you fucked Grimace a little bit.
That's just, that's not the first time that Bowers has had someone seen him wake up drunk after fucking him and grimaced. So,
Steve, I have had 2 girls wake up the next day, look at me and go, I got to quit drinking, which hurts your feelings a little bit. If somebody's rock bottom, you know it's a problem.
Also, I don't
So,
remember the narrative being that I'm proud of my nipples. I don't remember that.
No, he just thinks they're delicious.
the phrase was, "Are you hungry for these nipples?"
Yeah.
Press the glass.
They were pressed against glass. You don't press things against glass, Ben, you're not proud of generally, right?
yeah, you
Okay,
want-
if
I
that was
never put my
true-
dick up against the glass. I'm not proud of it.
No, if
you
that was
aren't-
true, you would never have sex, Bowers. You would never be able. If you weren't proud, sometimes you just got to work with what you got. You just gotta.
I like
We
the
don't
idea
press it
that
against
Ben,
the glass. We don't use
that
glass.
Ben-
We have sex. Is that why you don't fuck? You put glass between you and Carmel? Is that what's going on? You can't have a barrier, man.
I like the idea.
Plexiglass. I mean, it's got some give to it.
I like the idea that Ben like threw himself up against the glass, showed his nipples, and was like, "I am a little bit ashamed of these."
I can see my light.
Yeah, I see the light. That's great.
Yeah.
Good lord. Good lord. We also have here in the Viffer Mayor Alejandra Perlman and Philip.
Woo!
Philip is
Philip's
ready for
wearing a shirt.
Tuxedo
Look at that.
Tuesday.
What is that?
Aw. Philip is ready for Tuxedo Tuesday.
Oh,
Look at that.
Cutie.
Adorable. Are you
I
going to give him
also just
2
got my
catnips
phone
today?
book. What?
Are you going to give him 2 catnips today?
Of course.
Oh,
I
yeah.
also just got my sign book in the mail from Steve.
Nice.
Nice.
Love that. Love that. We are also joined here in the VFR by the ever twirling, ever swirling. It's Debs. What up, Debs? Great to see you. I never asked you this, but is your Zoom name Debs and then the symbol for balls? Is that what's going on?
Yes, very much.
It's equal. It's like a greater than sign and a 3. And it's kind of creating. Isn't that like the
Her
ball
symbol
sack
says
situation?
3 is better than Deb's. Mathematically, that's what that username is.
Yeah.
But that's fine because today is Tuesday.
Right. That means
Less
Deb's a
than
2.
3 is 2.
Less
That's true.
than
Less
3 is
than
2.
3
So
is
that's
2.
how it works. So she's had this the whole time just for this joke. Nice job.
Long
2-year
con.
joke that she just paid off.
That's a very long setup. I like that. It's like a Hofstetter prank. Very nice. Very nice. We are also joined here in the Viffer by the very us tutued, but at least not nippled, Brad Clark and the Brad Clark 5.
No, Brad doesn't mess with nipples. They're too giggly for him. He laughs too hard when he thinks about nipples. Makes him laugh too hard. So he can't.
That's okay. Everybody's got a certain thing that makes us feel a little weird. This is the only way Bowers can get an erection.
It's not the only way, but it's one of them.
We are also joined by the Cheat and his best friend, Jack Dostile. Dear Strong Bad, it is hard to flip someone off with boxing gloves on. Very carefully, Philo D.
Those are not the words. That was very well done there, Rachel Ben. Dear Strong Bad, is it hard to flip someone off with boxing gloves on? Very crapfully.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought I would give you the double deuce.
I gotta watch this
I
crazy
miss Strong
show.
Bad so much. I gotta watch that more.
I gotta go on this crazy show. I gotta watch this thing.
It's so fun.
Apparently.
What show is this?
It's called
Homestar
Homestar Runner.
Runner.
Apparently. It's not a show. It's a
Homestar
thing you have
Runner.
to do on the internet. It's a whole thing. Apparently.
Yeah, it was a web series before web series were a thing.
If you want the fun stuff, SBmail, SB email, and just Google that. You'll find anything you need, including this. This
Okay.
is number 24.
Okay.
Wow.
We'll try
Sounds
that.
fucking weird, but I'm in. Count me in.
That's one in a row.
What's that?
I said that's one in a row. I shouldn't have said that.
22 on 2.
I think this might be
Wait,
the
wait,
longest
Rachel,
VFR
stop,
in history
hold on.
already, and we're only like 6 people in. This is gonna take an hour and a half.
Frank Berman's with us, everybody. Frank Berman, who had the foresight to lower his camera angle to avoid the glare being on frame. I appreciate that.
I do enjoy, by the way, that Ben was like, "Hey, it's 2-2 Tuesday. Why don't we make the front row take twice as long?"
Damn right. We're also joined here from a place far, far in the future. It's Zara Bending from Australia.
Got something for you.
Oh God. Oh hey, look.
Yay, it's Innie.
Look at
It
that.
is Innie, the world traveling inflation nation globe. Love that. And it's not popped or nothing. It's looking good.
No, it's looking good. Bringing it to Steph in Melbourne.
Nice.
And I think we just caught a little glimpse of your tattoo of our initials there, didn't we? As you moved up to the side? Oh, it's the other side.
Oh, yeah, that side.
Oh, yeah, it is that side.
I didn't even know what side.
There.
Yes.
Nice.
Love it. Love it. I knew that was the right side. I don't know why you didn't know what side your own tattoo was on.
Time zones.
Australia, the tattoos go on the other side.
Yeah.
I did it. Sorry, I got you.
And we are joined by the good doctor of Bibier, Abby Wright, wearing a tutu that she probably pulled out of a nice misguided man in the ER. Beautiful tutu, loving that. We are joined by Marissa Mayrick, coming to us with all the glares, all the windows. Why, oh why?
I'm a parent.
Nice, nice.
Sure, and your parents' house doesn't have another side to it, huh?
No, it's all windows. Her parents live
All
in a glass
windows.
house. That's why they don't throw stones.
I get that. Hopefully that's why they do get stoned. That is a lot of window. That is a lot of window.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your parents have a glass house. That's why I do get stoned. And we're joined by the Yokester himself. It's Patrick
Is that a Long John
Yoakley.
shirt?
Long John.
Is that a Long John shirt?
Yeah.
He's on the show tomorrow.
Nice. He is on the show tomorrow.
Yep, he's in Pittsburgh now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Up until very recently, that shirt was the best way to get Lon John into America. Good to see you, Patrick, and we are joined by the very sleepy Anna Hood.
Oh, with the new Patreon hoodie.
Oh, look at that. Nice.
That's my new Patreon hoodie.
Nice.
Very nice. I love how you've mixed it up.
It's blue. It's not black.
Oh, it is blue.
Navy. That's.
Does it say Patreon on it or something?
on the back?
Okay, loving that. That's pretty gangster looking, actually. I would like one of those. Do I have to join your Patreon to get that, Steve?
Yes.
You do.
Okay, well, I'm out.
You have to be part of the problem.
We are also joined here in the Viffer by Dana Z. Bunster with a
Wearing
tutu
the
around her
image
neck that looks
instead of a
clown-like,
background.
and she's smelling it.
I think she
No,
was
it's my
suffocating.
shirt.
She's trying to suffocate. Oh, she got a shirt on. She has our
got the
shirt, too.
shirt, yay.
Yeah, nice, nice.
I thought she
nice.
was just showing
nice.
us the world's worst COVID mask.
That's what we wear in Maine, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
COVID gets
And
caught
we
in
are
chiffon.
we are joined. It has been a minute. It's Ralph and Ralph.
Up.
Do we have Ralph twins?
Oh no.
Oh, he's getting sad.
He doesn't like us laughing at him. Oh, now he's mad. Okay.
Ralph,
is
can you feel
awesome.
everything your twin feels?
yes. Tomox and Zegmont. From...
Oh my god, the G.I. Joe reference?
Yes, remember?
Oh, I have not heard that since I was like 6 years old.
Nice choreography you got going here too. I like it.
Which one's the real one? It's hard to tell.
Yeah, right? Shoot
Very
him.
nice. Which reminds me, the only thing better as we the only thing better than one alpaca is two alpacas. That's the right reaction. That is the right reaction to that.
It is almost 2:30.
Yes, it is. And that's the time you need to go to the dentist when it's 2:30.
Yep, 2:30.
And we're joined by Hayden, the graphics master, La Master. Good to see you, Hayden. Grapes to see you. And you're very strangely to the side of that large frame, but I like it. We're joined by Joel Lenz, everybody. Joel. What up, buddy?
Coming to us from Brad Clark's background.
Right. Bumping into Brad Clark in the Cosmos.
Oh, that's real. He's got a real Cosmos back there.
Oh, shit.
Nice. Yeah.
I knew that Brad Clark was real. And we are joined by Adler in a gown.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dave Adler. It's Dave Adler's birthday.
Happy birthday. Where's the gown?
Well, that's from when I was in surgery and I joined the show last week.
Oh, yeah. Last week he was in surgery, so he was in that.
Yeah,
gown.
so I accidentally left that in there. So I had my.
So do you wanna throw on a fucking gown though, or what?
Yeah,
Now, Adler, do you get more or less toys on your actual birthday?
Unfortunately, like this year, it's not like Hanukkah anymore where I actually get stuff. So I don't really get anything anymore.
Oh, well, I'll have to send you a Dave
Well,
Adler
that's because
Funko
you
Pop
have
with it.
everything.
Yeah, you have every
When they
single
say,
thing.
what do you get for the guy who has everything, they mean you. You literally own everything.
Yep. I almost sent you 2 lacrosse sticks, but fuck, there they are, right there in your frame. I got those too.
Try.
I just got a cool thing I bet you don't have. I got a comb that bends into a brush. It folds into a brush.
I used to have one that folds out,
Oh my god!
but
Well, I guess mine folds out. Well, it folds out and in. Anything that folds out has
yeah,
to fold
so
back
it's not
in.
mine. Mine, I guess, is not a comb. It was just a brush that was in, and then so it's for travel, so it just pops out.
Right.
Let's talk more about comb.
Also joined in the Viffer by Anna Dory. Anna Dory the Explorer. And we are joined in the VFR by Andrea Gordon, everybody. Ring light front and center.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think she may have gotten a ring light.
A lot of celebrities do that and don't realize you can just put them high and then have other ones on the side. And we're joined by downtown Lindsey Brown.
Nice.
Quite an entrance. I like that. I'll take any entrance that hides that shelf, so I'm excited. Very fancy. And we are joined in the Viffer, last but not least, by the lady who will be drawing all the festivities today as they occur. It's Lady Corbin Dudes.
What up,
Last.
dudes?
Oh, not last.
Not last, please do not forget, of course, if you ever need to get paid at a comedy club and you want a cashier's check, go to Cash Payday Loans.
I waited the whole time for that.
And shout out to Callie and Ann Herman who are off camera.
Off camera, but you guys, yeah. If you've not seen my mom on Origin Stories, you should go watch Origin Stories with my mom. It was very good. It was very fun. It was a good time. It was a good time once we figured out how to work Zoom. It was awesome. That was only the first 15 minutes and the last 15 minutes of the podcast. We were trying to get her on Zoom. At one point, I was on FaceTime trying to get her how to. It was awesome.
If I ever had my mother on a Zoom show, most of the show would just be her going.
Bauer's mom just chimed in saying it was your fault, not my fault.
I agree. It was my fault. I will take responsibility for her not having the buttons on her Zoom that mine has. That she doesn't have a view button somewhere.
I will say, by the way, I gave my mother a webcam because she is doing a lot of like Zoom teaching, and she sent me this seminar that she was on where there were like a couple different panelists, and she goes, "How do the others zoom in so much on their cameras?" Because she was like, just like this. And I was like, well, they're not zooming in. They're just sitting closer to the camera. And she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, also, just lower your camera a little bit. She's like, oh, okay. I was like, it's not a technological, just physically move. How did you teach me how to use a computer? I don't understand.
I'm not kidding. We had a comic that came to Maury's once, and he goes, yeah, man, the microphone keeps touching my lip. I'm like, what? He's like, the microphone is too long. It keeps touching my lip. I'm like, just hold it lower. It's the same size mic. What are you talking about? He's like, nah, this isn't right, man. This mic is too long. It keeps touching my... I don't know what to do. We had to go to Guitar Center. I'm like, try their mics. They're all going to touch your lip if you hold them to your lip, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
I actually, it was a long prank I was doing. I was slowly getting you larger microphones without you noticing.
Yeah. I mean, it was one of those that they had on the Newlywed Game that was like...
It was the Bob Barker mic.
It was that one, but still.
Long stick mic.
Yeah.
Speaking of long microphones, also one other thing that I didn't do anything. But
I'm really excited to say that our first guest has just come into the Zoom, so
let's do that. I think we can.
Yes, but just real quick before that, I have to correct Steve on something tech-wise because I rarely get to do that. If you click the Enable HD button on Zoom, it does bring it much closer, and also certain webcams are closer.
And by
it's
the way,
also a Logitech webcam that has software where you can zoom, but they literally weren't doing that. I know the difference.
Right. Now, I will
My
say
mother
this,
was
Ben,
sitting far away.
If you do Patreon/Bowers Comedy, it does not do the hyperlink on Facebook. So you do have to do /. So how about we shut up about that too?
Ooh. Damn.
You got to do /. It's not any slash. It doesn't work.
Actually, the / is what it is for all websites.
I'm saying on Patreon it's /.
Ben, until you can make it to being in the camera.
You can't do both. I'm saying you can't do both.
It.
Whether it's / or /. My point is you got to have one or the other, not both. That's my point.
No correction. Ben makes matters until he can start the show on camera.
Oh.
Oh, is that your note? Okay, good. I
That's
like that.
my note.
Why are they so mean to me? Hello. God damn. We have a guest here, my friends.
I think we do. I'm very excited for this guest. I'm very excited. You want to introduce her?
I would love to. This guest is a dear friend of mine. I've known her for a good, maybe close to 10 years now, although I don't know if that's accurate, but I think it is. Close to 10 years or so. We did a failed movie together that never got released, but you know her from things that were released and were very successful, like The Office and Newsroom, and that show on, I think it was HBO or whatever, with Nicole Kidman and Reese Witherspoon called Pretty Little Lies or something. Anyway, please give a warm welcome to Kelen Coleman.
Pretty liar.
I actually have to sign off and sign back on because everyone's repeating themselves like 500 times. I just hear audio going and going.
Oh, you just have to turn off the YouTube you're watching us on or whatever.
Wait, I can't believe that I just did this. I pride myself in being so savvy with technology, and I just did that, everyone. 100%.
We
This is the nature of our friendship right there.
Hey, by the way, this
audio.
I've
and
never
it was watching ourselves while on. Oh my god!
I've never seen one of Ben's notes work in real time. This was amazing.
I was about to say, Kelen, just congratulations on Ben's first accurate note.
I only take notes from Ben Gleib, so it works out.
That's why we're close friends.
Yeah.
That's why we're close friends.
I just see so many people. There's so many people here. Hello.
That's what we do here.
This is our big
How
monthly
are you,
show.
buddy?
It's our big monthly show.
I'm good. I have to find you. Maybe I should pin somebody.
You can you can click it on get on speaker mode up in
Speaker,
the
I'll
upper
do
right.
that.
Click
Guys,
speaker
I have
mode,
done
and you'll
so
see
many Zooms. You'd think that there we go.
There we go.
By the way, Kelen.
By the way, that took 10 minutes less than it took my mother on our podcast, so you're good.
I'm slowly becoming my mother as I get older, just like inching closer and closer to Robin Joe Goldberg Coleman.
Kelen, I do enjoy that 2 years into the pandemic, you're learning Zoom. I think that's important.
I've known Zoom for so long, but for some reason I haven't done one in a while. I feel like there's been a good little breath of air of no Zooming, and then you forget it all, just like riding a bicycle, not.
Well, don't say that because Steve doesn't ride bikes, and it's a really sore subject for here at the Zoom. He gets real nervous. He's never rode a bike. It was terrible.
Also, just a heads up, Kelen, you do have a virtual background on right now. It's kind of fading in and out.
Which one is it?
I don't know, but you could see it in the little corner coming in and out.
Oh, no. This is a screen. You can see my screen not there.
Oh,
that's what I'm
Real
saying.
high tech.
Yeah, you're doing good.
That's what I'm saying. Like the virtual background is creeping up on the outside of the screen, I think.
I don't think
it's not a virtual background. It's a physical backdrop.
It's a physical background.
Okay, that's not what I was saying, but don't worry about it.
It's a blue screen.
I'm trying to have Disneyland, but it's just not playing along right now.
No, Steve, there's another tech thing I need to stick on because you're getting a tech thing wrong, and I like these moments. She has a physical backdrop only with a blue backdrop and then a white wall behind it, and that's what you're seeing. There is no virtual background.
Here's actually what's happening, because if you see in the white wall, every so often the white wall is changing color.
That's just the shadows from the trees outside.
Just the shadows from the
trees.
How?
First of all, light from the trees in the window.
In Pittsburgh, they don't have sun, so he doesn't know what the sun does anymore. He's been in Pittsburgh so long.
I'm watching it.
That's the first time I've seen Steve corrected correctly about a tech thing live in real time. This is a bunch of first times here.
No, that's I'm looking at it. It's just the shadows.
Your trees are a picture?
No, I had this on green and I switched it because I was green wasn't my color.
I get what you're saying, Steve. I get what you're saying.
I switched it to blue, and blue doesn't work for my virtual backgrounds. It just doesn't work.
Okay. I'm not.
Damn it! Now I feel like Steve is right. Now Steve is right. Steve is right. Oh no!
No, Steve's right. There's no
Steve's right.
No technology. I know Zoom, and I also know that Ben is not right when I'm wrong.
Hold on. It won't stay.
All right.
Fuck it.
Well, welcome to this episode of Name That Background. You've been our first great guest on this. This has been great.
This is great.
We did guess it correctly. It is fake but real at the same time, which is a nice pick. A good idea.
My wall's really shitty behind me. It's like has marks on it for some reason because I get really wild with white walls.
We've run out of time to talk about the newsroom or the office. Thanks for being here, Kelen. And we have not. Kelen, so you've worked on some iconic shows. So let's start with The Office. What was it like for you to work on such an iconic piece of American television comedy history?
I mean, I was a lot younger. It was yesterday. I was a lot younger, and it was an offer. So I had auditioned to be Erin, I guess, a while before that, the secretary, and played by lovely Ellie Kemper. And I didn't get it, obviously. And then one day I just got a call from my reps being like, hey, they messed with me so hard. And then all of a sudden kind of changed it. It was like, how would you like to be Pam's best friend on The Office? And I'm like, oh my God, I would love to audition for that. And then they were like, no, you're doing it. Freaked out. And it turned into more than one. It was just supposed to be, I think, that the wedding. And then it turned into more. Everyone was so lovely, so nice. It was kind of one of those things like you can't believe you're doing it. But thank goodness I was so young, because I think I didn't realize how I knew it was a big deal, but I didn't take it so seriously. Right. So it let me be just, there, I guess. I think I'm doing the Office Ladies podcast soon too.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's a fun podcast.
Yeah, about one of them, but it was so fun. I wish I could do it again.
That's also does that like mess with you a little bit getting something that's just an offer, because that's rare, especially when you're young. And like, does that the next time when you're asked to audition for something and go through those stupid hoops that they make everybody jump through, are you like, fuck this, I'm good enough to get an offer, I don't ever want to audition again?
It's weird because I think because I was so young, I didn't know that was a thing. And I've had a lot of offers and way too many auditions in this very format, which is why it's ridiculous that I could not figure it out.
It's all right. None of these.
It's been all interspersed. So like this year or last year, I did 4 things and 2 of them were offers, but they were also like not. It's random for me, so it doesn't really affect me because I know how hard you still have to go and how many auditions you do before you hear anything. Like now, you don't even get feedback really.
You don't get feedback. It sucks. It sucks.
I did 6 the other week. It was 6 auditions in 8 days, and I got feedback on 1 of them.
Can I just add, as someone who's terrible at auditioning, I'm okay that I don't get feedback.
What is an audition? What is an audition? That's what I'd like to know.
So now that it's all virtual, it's not. It doesn't lend itself to,
Now, how loose was the set on The Office? Were you improvising lines? Were you just sticking to the script as a day player or coming in as a co-star? I mean, how's that working? Do they give you the same run they give everybody else?
Guest star. He doesn't know his terms. He didn't mean this. He doesn't know.
I've really never even been to seen television. So this is the first time I've ever talked to anybody who's ever been on a television. So I don't know.
It was very actually to the script, except for there are a lot of lines now people quote back to me that are ones that were from the only time, like they do it over and then I was very, as I said again, young and new. So if it was I went and waited for someone else to improvise because it's their show, it wasn't my show. I didn't want to come in there and just start going off. So if Rain were to give me something, I'd go on that. So I think there's a bunch of lines that people repeat that actually were things that I improvised.
Oh, nice.
So especially in Happy Hour, like universal donor, O negative, that's my blood type. I said that because he asked me, are you vegetarian? No, I like meat. Like shit. There's stuff that I said was my stuff, and they used it, which was good, but it's pretty to the script. Not like Sorkin to the script, but very much.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. But yeah. That I'm very interested in that part. But so I will say I think one of my favorite jokes on The Office is that Dwight gets women. That's one of my favorite jokes. That he's just kind of a player is fucking awesome because Michael gets no women and Dwight gets women. It's so funny to me.
He's a little bit of a Mac. There's another girl I knew from like a long time ago. She ended up being, her name's Nora. I forget what character, because in truth, I have not finished The Office. So when I'm on a show, it ruins it for me because then like it takes you out of the world, right?
Gotcha.
And it's some world that I really loved and then I watched before I was on. And so then when I'm on it, it kind of ruins. And also you're sad that you're not on it anymore. Right. So it's so I eventually get back to it. I haven't been ready to get back to that yet. But my friend Nora, I think she was.
I do the same for shows that I don't get cast in. I just can't watch after I don't get the part.
Well, I do that too. And it's limiting. It's very limiting with the amount of
very limiting.
Probably too. But then sometimes I watch and I'm like, oh, I see why this girl got the part. Oh yeah. There's one right now I'm just not watching because I'm just bitter.
Which one? Come on.
I am on a show. I think I'm on a show this week. I don't even know really because I'm doing really good at my career. So this week, the After Party.
The After Party?
The After Party on Apple TV was the first. It's the one with like Ike Barinholtz and Tiffany Haddish and all those people. It was the first thing I got in the pandemic. It was an offer, and it was basically this casting director who knew that actors needed to work, and like she if there was a part that she knew like someone could play and she believed in you, she'd toss it your way. So it's pretty small, but it was like a godsend at the time. And I have no idea. Well, maybe I'll be cut out. But I got to be with Tiffany Haddish and Fred Savage. I got to like.
Oh, nice.
Now here's I wonder how much you do or don't know about the projects, like the full project you're working on. Was that not a movie and not a TV show?
What?
The Ike Barinholtz Tiffany Haddish thing? I thought that was a movie, wasn't it?
It's a TV show.
Are you positive?
Yeah.
Ben, what's the streak of things you're going to be
Because
wrong
there's
about? On
my
this
episode comes out Friday, but the other ones there's like 6 out already.
I don't know, Tommy.
It was called Wall first, and then they changed it.
It's called the after party now.
Yeah, the after party, and it's like.
What's Rainn Wilson like?
Rainn Wilson, who I haven't talked to him in years and years, but he was very lovely. Took his craft very seriously. You know, he's an eccentric guy, and he's a really good actor. And you know, he studied at I think NYU. He told me grad school or undergrad. I think it was grad school. So he's very focused, very serious about what he does, which is very funny because you're on a comedy. But they all, you know, a lot of them took it seriously. Everyone has a different way of working, and he was honed in. You know?
Yeah, as someone who I was on Ferguson with Rainn, and I passed him in the hallway, so I know a lot about him as well.
I don't know too. I mean, I haven't talked to him in years and years and years, but he was really nice to me, which would have been awful if he wasn't. Everyone would have been really odd. I just saw there's a blooper. Sometimes people will tag me on stuff, and there's a blooper of that I don't even remember, which is like, okay, was I scarred or do I just have a bad memory? There's a blooper of him like when I'm coming out of his hotel room and he's saying goodbye and we like kiss, and then Steve Carell walks up and Rainn like slaps me in the ass. He was like just did it as a improvised moment, and I don't even remember that. But then they just start cracking up, and it's online. It's a blooper.
What's Krill like on set? Is he?
He was also
very fun.
He was very quiet, actually.
Really?
And I run into him once and had to be like, "Hi, Steve. I'm Kelen. I played Isabel, like the girl who was this and then was that." And he was just he's kind of quiet. I guess maybe if you don't know him. I wonder how much that is like who they are, and then how much there's, you know, maybe they're just careful, because there are a few actors I've met who you must think that they're somewhat affected by everyone thinking that they know them. So when people come up to them, you know, not just being like, oh yeah, you know, thinking, oh, is this person a serial killer or are they a friend?
Well, I think most people are just so unoriginal is the problem. You know, like I'm sure they yell out the same shit every time, and it's like, ugh,
well,
I don't need to hear that over and over and over again.
I mean,
it's like
I hear it online, people being like, I can't believe you meet out with Dwight, or like people that I've known since I was in high school saying that. I'm like, I didn't. It was a show.
Right.
Or like people just repeating like, she's a dental hygienist from Carbondale and she makes love like one. I'm like, well, do I? Because I feel like that's not
right. But and everyone thinks they're the first person ever to say that to you.
Oh
that's
my
the
God,
problem.
it's just the same over and over. So I've just
and so I'm crossing off my next 2 questions.
Oh. How are you in bed?
I walked through an airport once with Mark Curry. And like everyone recognizes him, but it takes them a second to remember where from, because he was on Hanging with Mr. Cooper and a bunch of other things.
I used to love that.
What he does is brilliant. He just says hi to everyone before they can say hi to him, and that catches people off guard. And by the time they realize what's happened, he's already walked by them. Brilliant.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If anyone says anything to me, I love it. I'm just talking about the people on Instagram that like would never come up to me in person. They just say random stuff online.
Yeah.
Still nice that anyone cares.
I found when I hung out with Pat McAfee, who was the punter for the Colts for a summer, and what we found is I call it a 15-minute window. This is when you hang out with hot girls too. There's like a 15-minute window where the people that are too afraid to come talk to you and bother you just kind of watch you for a while, and bars are fun. And then once they start getting their courage up and they come over, then it's a not. So we had to move bars every 15 minutes so that the people that were too scared to come talk to you would just not come talk to you. It was like that's how you do it.
You also don't want to like be that person that, what if you have something in your face? And so you're like the opposite, right? Like, and then they're like, oh no, what? Like, because that has definitely happened probably to everyone on in this chat, where you've like been like, okay, I'll make it easy for them. You can't make it easy. You can't do that, because you know, who the hell am I? Chances are they're just like your hair or something. Right. And then you're that girl who said something and gets shit on.
Yeah. Well, I do remember that first time after a stand-up show of mine when somebody said, is it cool if you take a picture? And I'm like, sure. And then they just handed me their camera.
Yeah, that's.
So Kelen,
so I've got a question that was sent in for Kelen. So Tesha Lee says, I'm curious, was there any major difference between working on The Office or Pretty Little Liars regarding production value, seriousness, etc.?
They mean Big Little Lies?
Big Little Lies.
That's what they meant, but they said
Yeah. any difference of working in the office and
Love
Big
that
Life?
show.
Oh hell yeah. What can I say?
Here, we can, Kellen, we can say it for you.
Oh, I mean, listen, I love that. Every show you work on is different, has a different set of people, has a different way of working, from top to bottom. It's just a different conglomerate of, stuff.
This was Nicole Kidman, Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah. Zoe
This
Kravitz,
was
Shailene Woodley. I made some really good, it was a very professional set. I made some very good friends. There's a whole group of us that still have a chat. I think it's like 10 or 12 of us because we were all the supporting characters, all those parents.
Mm-hmm.
And we all went through stuff together. And so we all still commune. And, those women are really lovely and so good times, very professional.
Reese Witherspoon's that bad to work with, huh?
No. Do not say that.
It's her production company, right? It's her
She was
production company.
Very, very lovely to me. And I would work with her again.
Kellen, I enjoy that your answer about how professional they were was a very professional answer. That
Yes.
you were just like, well, we all earned the Purple Heart for doing that show.
The director just passed. Way to bring it down, Kellen. He just actually passed away. So
Well, I would.
Jean-Marc Vallée, and he was such an artistic man, and he made a really wonderful show, and I was happy to be a part of it. And The Office was a different experience because, again, I'm at the the beginning-ish of my career and don't know how I'm supposed to behave. And I did get to start on 2 episodes where it was all of us at the chapel. And so I remember I ended up having a lot of mutual friends at Helms because my dad's a bluegrass musician. So I grew up with a lot of people that he knows that are now playing the kids of my dad's peers. And so we grew up backstage together. So we would talk, and then all of a sudden he's on the guitar and Creed or Rain were on the guitar, and everyone's sitting around singing. And he kept trying to make me sing, and I was like, no, because I was so nervous. And that was really fun. I met a really good friend, Anna Camp. We became friends on that, then worked on the Mindy project together. So there was a lot of good that came out of that job, and watching people. You learn a lot by watching how people conduct themselves on sets, especially when you're young. Still, I learned.
So then how did that translate to Newsroom? You're now working under one of the great, writer-directors of all time, Aaron Sorkin. What was that like? And was he high on mushrooms on set visibly, or that's just his writing process?
I don't know about any of that. I think that, does he do mushrooms? I should ask.
Yeah, it came out that he wrote all of the West Wing high on acid and mushrooms.
Well, I've heard that because he left West Wing, I think, after the
season 4. Yeah.
Season 4. I thought it was season 2.
Season 4.
Bowers is a huge West Wing fan.
Yeah.
Which another show that I haven't is the only show of his that I haven't finished.
The West Wing, the first 4 seasons, he wrote every script was his first draft.
Oh my God! And then
he wrote Sports Night and West Wing the same at the season 2 of Sports Night and season 1 of the West Wing. He wrote simultaneously and filmed at the same time.
I love Sports Night. I remember when I told him I was going to watch it, and he was like, "I'm sorry about the laugh track." He's like, "If I can say one thing, I'm sorry," because he didn't like that there was. It was so weird because that show should not have had a laugh track.
Right.
Yeah.
But did it doesn't go. He was completely right. But
it would have been worse on the West Wing.
That would have been weird. Yeah,
we're invading Iraq.
He was there a lot. He was on set a lot the first season. Second season, I think he was in writing a bunch. But the first season he was there a lot, and that was very, very interesting because I knew who he was, but I hadn't gotten into the weight of him yet, how prolific and how I knew of this
Sure.
Oh, Aaron Sorkin is the modern day Shakespeare, and what people say. And I think that here's the thing: they don't put anyone on his shows that can't do the dialogue because it's word perfect, 2 punctuation, all that stuff, and
no improv at all.
Well, here's the thing: I remember there was this one time that I had to do this scene where I was walking down the New York street, which was Hollywood Boulevard, but I had to hold the camera but a phone, and a guy was, because it was a FaceTime, and a guy was holding the FaceTime or the phone on the other side, but I had to hold his wrist because it had to look like I was doing it. But we couldn't get the trees because they're palm trees. We couldn't get the floor because they were at the Walk of Fame. But it had to look like I was on New York. So that's why I had to like walk like this, and they all had to walk backwards. And we were kind of going out, just stealing the shot. And I remember I went into his office, and it was kind of like the most Hollywood moment now that I remember it. Annie Leibovitz was taking photos of him in the office while he's talking to me, because we're talking about what I'm about to do because he can't come. So I haven't thought about this in years. So I'm in there, and it's like a FaceTime with Jim and John Gallagher Jr. and Alison Pill, Jim and Maggie. And it's something supposed to happen where I think I fall. I go, oh, whatever. I bump into someone, I think. And it wasn't written like what I say or anything. And so I said, Aaron, for this part, is there anything specific you want me to say? And he went, well, Kelen, he kind of talked about that. I don't know if you heard him say, like horrible impression, but for this part, it is okay. And I was like, He's like, for you too. And I was like, And he's like, say whatever you want. And I was like, did you hear that? Did you hear that? I mean, it was, wow. I don't think he's ever said that. And because I was so frightened, I think what came out of my mouth was, sorry. And then because I could have said whatever I wanted. I was just like, don't take advantage. So I think I said like one word and like, because I was so nervous, and also thinking about, don't get that. Just say, like, it was so, but I remember him saying that.
Wait, Ben, we have to get to fan questions.
So let's see. We've got Frankie Berman. He said, great to have you on the show. What are some of your favorite movies that you enjoy watching?
Oh, man, that I enjoy watching. That's hard, because this year I haven't been really into a lot of the things I've seen. I have to be honest. Like, I think that movies, I mean, maybe it's because we're all getting back into gear. And it's not that there aren't good movies. It's just that nothing has blown me away this year for some reason. Do you guys agree? Like, have you seen anything I'm trying to think. I love watching everything. I'm not super into horror because I am a scaredy cat. So scared.
Same.
I did a horror. I've done two, and I did one once where they scared the actual crap out of me. I screamed. You'd think my voice was.
You've done three. You've done three.
Oh yeah, because ours was. I wish ours had come out. It was a comedy, but and it was. I get so scared even knowing things are fake. I love. Oh God, what's one of my favorite movies? Can someone name anything? That's such a hard question.
Princess Bride.
Well, one of my favorite movies ever, Princess Bride. That makes me think of Spaceballs.
Happy to help answer the question.
What?
I said happy to help.
I liked Free Guy a lot. That came out recently.
I love that. Is actually a movie that someone brought up yesterday. That is one of the ones I really enjoyed. Yes.
Dumbest name possible, though.
What did you say?
Bad name.
Free Guy.
That's a good name for
All right. Anyway, we have more fan questions.
I'll get back to that, Berman.
She said, how hard was it to do all that deep dialogue in the newsroom? I'm always amazed.
I think it is pretty hard, but yet everyone that's there is probably got there for a reason. So I talk really fast, and I'm used to talking over people because that's what my half Jewish upbringing was, is just like people screaming at each other and talking over each other constantly. So to me, that I said it, say it again, is just very natural and speaking fast. But as far as, you have to be really good with your memory and put a lot of time into learning. I remember there's one actor I used to think he was photographic memory, because he would show up to the table read completely memorized. And I was like, oh, dare you. But it is hard, but it's something by that point, something that you can do it. You've been there, but it is, you just put time in pretty much.
Yeah, my brain doesn't do that. I can't memorize dialogue. I've got a great memory, but I can't.
It's a weird skill. Some people have it, some people don't. I remember Christmas Scene. He was like one of the great. He's such a great actor. He's a great director. And we were both on Mindy Project while we're also on the newsroom. And I was helping him on the fake New York train learn, because he's better at lots of stuff than I am. And then he has trouble did at the time memorizing this one. He had a crazy speech. So that's probably what that was. And so I remember we were going back and forth doing lines on the fake New York train on the Universal lot for newsroom, because he had this.
Cocaine helps get the speech down, or what do you mean?
Wait, Ben, I hate to cut you off, but Preacher has to go in a second.
Not lines. Yeah, she wasn't doing lines on the subway, Ben. She was reading.
I was helping run his diet.
Yeah. He thought you were doing cocaine. That's the joke he was making.
You were doing lines to remember the
We
whole
know
speech.
that.
I apologize for making jokes on the comedy show, Steve.
It's good to make jokes, but we lose Preacher if we don't get to him. So,
all right.
Kellen, thank you so much for doing the show. Is there anything you want to plug?
Yeah,
I guess this.
Do you have any shows you don't know about that are coming up?
I think I'm on a show on Friday, but I'm not sure if I'm cut. And if I should be on it. I think it's episode 7, the after party this Friday, Apple TV. And then we'll see.
Kellen, that's a movie.
It's the 7th episode of this movie she's in. Anyway, it's been great, Kellen. Good seeing
Thank you
man.
so much. Sorry about that. I couldn't figure this whole thing out, but
you did great.
Fantastic. Thank you, buddy. So good to see
You're
you.
welcome. So good to see you. Have fun, y'all. Bye.
Thanks, Kellen.
Thank
Let's
you.
do. Before we bring Preacher on, can we get an update on Top Tipper? Do we have?
Absolutely. So we have the update so far. Front row Steve and Val at 112. So they sent in 102.22 because of
there you go.
22.
There you go.
So
there you go.
Yeah.
Nicely done. So far, they're getting the finger.
They're getting the finger. And also, Ben will be sending his set list to you guys very soon.
It's in the mail.
That's on Bowers. I gave it to Bowers 2 weeks ago.
By the way, it's in the mail with your jacket, Steve. It's all coming in the same box. It's all together. So nice job.
Thanks for that. Okay, if he's still here. Yes, he is. He's just turned on the camera. So I'll introduce him. He's one of my best friends. He's currently has a show in Vegas with America's Got Talent, and he has a new stand-up special coming out soon that he can tell us all about. Preacher Lawson, everybody.
Hey, what's up, Preacher Lawson, buddy? Oh,
Hey, what's up?
Thank you.
How you
Sorry
doing?
for being late.
Get the hair.
Yeah. Are you late?
Hours.
He's double trouble. It's 2 for Tuesday. Collins is twin.
Gosh, what's up? Good to see you. Am I muted?
No, you're good. We can hear you.
Good.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, what's up, y'all?
What's up, man?
Thanks for being here again, man.
Now, you
Oh,
in a
absolutely.
random
Thanks for
green
having
room,
me,
or
man.
did you buy that elephant picture yourself? Is that your own stuff, or are you somewhere else?
Oh, this right here. This is a comedian friend of mine named Darren Moore. I'm at his house right now.
Cool.
He did all that.
That's cool
Yeah,
shit,
he's,
man.
yeah, he's really good. He's a really good drawer. I mean, he's not a good comedian, but he's a really good.
Well, it's really nice he has something else to fall back on.
Yeah. I was playing there. I was joking. I was playing. But yeah. So we were just filming a couple sketches for my. Hey, what's up, Dave?
You guys heard my name, just so I chime in. What are you guys saying?
We like your elephant picture. We like your elephant picture.
Oh, thanks so much.
Big fans of your stand-up. We're all big fans of your stand-up.
No, that not so much. We like your
Everybody
elephant
said
picture.
that?
The stand-up,
Everyone
not so
said
much.
that? My friend said that too.
I think your stand was great.
Yep.
I was talking about how
Thank
so
you.
funny you were. All right, so yeah, but we were filming some sketches because I'm about to release something. So
What are you releasing?
What, special?
Not a special.
You roll with a posse, bro. Jesus Christ, you are Dwight Howard. You got a whole. Are you at the NBA All-Star game, rolling 7 deep? What are you doing, man?
Well, more of it.
All of a sudden, is the elephant going to come to life? What is happening?
Like that?
Is the new guy that just sat down? Is he a comedian who's actually much better at making pasta? Like, who was this guy?
Me, I don't make pasta, but I'm way funnier than Darren.
Darren's arms are too big to be funny. Darren's too attractive to be funny.
I mean, like,
I don't know about Colin.
listen. Anyway, so
I've never seen his stuff.
So this is my brother Justin. This is Darren Moore. This is Colin Phillips.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
And together we're the. Now get out of here. The name. Yeah. This is a really bad band. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're boys for men.
Like everyone's showing up late. You know.
We'd have some bangers though. We would have some
bangers.
Absolutely.
We would have some bangers.
With our creativity.
We would be like the group that people, when we break up, people like, yo, why couldn't they get it together? You know what I mean?
We would define a genre. We would define our own genre. People wouldn't even know how to.
You'd be so good pop stars. You'd get other pop stars addicted to crack. That's how good you'd be. She'd drown in a bathtub. That's what.
Yeah. We had many deaths on our much blood on our hands.
Their boy band is named P-Town.
There you go.
You want to go to E-Town. Welcome to, anyway.
Preacher hasn't released it, but he does have a love song that I've heard, and it's a good singer.
Oh, yeah. Me and my ex, we wrote a song, and we broke up, so we had to put the song out. So we had a whole music video. I knew the whole time I was doing the music video. I was like, she don't even realize I'm leaving.
It's like when you're gonna break. It's like you're gonna break up with a girl after her birthday. I'm not gonna break up before her birthday. That'd be a dick move. But I'll break up with her after her birthday. But at birthday dinner, she's about to get broke up with, and she doesn't. I get what you're doing.
Is it called "I Love You So Much" for now?
But Preacher, the second she does anything to piss you off on social media, you got to drop that single. That's when you drop it.
Isn't all love just for now when you really think about it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's deep.
That's what I sounded like when I got out of my relationship. I was like, love ain't real. Anyway, so
Do a cover of Whitney Houston called "I Will Temporarily Love You."
Yeah.
I Won't Survive was her big hit.
Preacher, we had a fan comment come in from Tesha Lee. She said, "Can you bring more people on the screen? Grab your neighbors, random people in the street." She doesn't care.
I don't have. It's just us. We don't have any more people. We should open the door though, just in case.
We are filming something in the back, but they're not clothed. So
yeah, sure.
I think you're the first guest on our show to bring his own guests. This is the first time.
He's on a couch. He's interviewing them. We don't even talk anymore. It's just picture watch. So how's the Vegas residency going? Is that super?
Just in case. Let me bring more.
Preach. What's it like the Vegas residency? Being in one spot for that long, is that super cool, or are you getting kind of restless to move around the world?
Oh, Vegas.
Do you hear me?
Oh,
I don't know. I just feel like everything in life has benefits, and then there's negatives and positives. Everything. This is the internet. You can hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So no, I think it's positive and negatives and everything. I think it's great to have the opportunity. I think to even say I had a residency in Vegas. I mean, it's not mine, it's AGT's, but to host that is, I think that was incredible. I thought it was really cool, and it's like to not have to fly around as much, even though I'm still flying. I'm on a plane every week.
Your baby cruise.
Yeah, Baby Cruise. Yeah, like being Baby Cruise is like really cool, but and that's the best show I've ever been a part of. Like my stand-up, I think my stand-up's not gonna be as good as that, unless you just come to laugh. But I mean, it's one of the greatest shows I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on, but it's like just diversity in the way it's set up. I think the producers don't get a lot of credit. But I just, I'm hosting it. I'm hosting something else. So me being on stage doing like an hour by myself, or me just doing whatever I wanted to do, that's always gonna be more fun.
Sure,
Yeah. But it's like.
And you said you're still flying back to LA every week?
Yeah, I'm still like flying. So I'm like,
now, is that 40-minute flight hard on you, or?
It is.
It is. Yeah. It's not even a flight. Like if I could just be on the plane, it's just a walking through TSA and then dealing with people that have attitudes. I don't need to wear a mask. I got an apple. I don't just hearing all that extra stuff. It's just, then getting on the plane and getting your baggage, but then getting bro, when you land in LA, you like, I may as well drove. I mean, when you the airport is so just getting off if you have to have someone waiting outside for you. If you don't have anyone waiting outside for you, you will be, it takes forever. You got to go to the rental car. That's an extra 40 minutes on top. They try to make it. They try to like make it different. Remember, it was before they just, I guess anyone can go up there and it's so stupid.
It's just really
it's really dumb. They should.
It's probably more annoying. It's probably more annoying not having the long flight in the middle to actually like calm yourself down for have to go right from the shit back to the shit. It's with this tiny little flight in between.
Preacher, I actually was. I flew into LAX the day they changed that to that new lot, and so like nobody knew how it worked yet, and it took 3 hours to get an Uber. And they had all this staff there telling you, "Oh, we're doing this to help you. We're doing this to make it more convenient." I was like, "You ruined everything."
Yeah, so I was getting dropped off at the airport when that was happening for the first time. So there was no one there. It was so smooth. I was like, "Oh, I guess it's working out." Yeah. I was like, "I guess it's working out," because I got dropped off. I was like, I was like, cool.
I had a bag stolen from the luggage place at LAX. Like,
You had a bag stolen?
Yeah,
A month ago?
Someone stole a bag.
Bro, I was in Atlanta, and there was this dude that he just walks up and he just grabs his bag, and then this lady officer walks over. Excuse me, sir, can I? Is that your bag? And he goes, "Oh, it ain't my bag. You know, sometimes my bag."
My favorite is when
But he's still talking like she gonna believe him. Like, I just, that's like the same. That's great. I got a grade.
My favorite, the puffer.
And then he was hanging out, but then she was like looking at him the whole, like everywhere he would go, she would just like be looking at him, and then until he left. But there's people that just
did he try again
to steal bags. You said what?
Did you try again?
Yeah.
Really?
Going shopping. I love the puffer thing where you hold your hands over your head like this. My favorite is when you watch dudes lace their fingers behind their. You're like, bro, you're not in jail. That's not what you're supposed to do. I can tell you've been arrested too many times when you lace your fingers behind your head at the fucking airport.
I saw a woman, and it wasn't even nefarious. It was just a dummy who was there was a baggage claim, and she's like picking up every bag. Like, is this mine? Is this mine? Is this mine? And like most of them are like black bags that look kind of the same. And then finally she finds hers, and it is a green duffel with red duct tape. And I was like, how did you think? Did you forget what you packed on your way over here?
Maybe she packed high, Steve. You don't know. Sometimes you forget what your bag looks like because you smoke weed before the flight. There was a story. I remember there was a story in New York where somebody stole a guy's bag and he had Mets tickets in it. And they went to the Mets game because you remember what seats he was in, and the robbers were in his clothes, in his seats at the Mets game, and they arrested him.
And that's how they found it. Oh my God! Depending on what season, that's like you steal the bag, find the Mets tickets, and you're like, oh no, that's okay.
This is a hate crime.
I was like, that didn't happen in the early '90s. There's no way that happened in the early '90s.
All right, Preacher. I know that you've got to go soon. Do you want to tell us about your special that you're putting together?
Yeah, let's hear about it.
It's not a special.
I mean, it's.
What is it?
It's not a special.
What is
meant
it?
your
It's a mixtape.
special art.
You know how Lil Wayne used to come out with like no ceilings? Oh, I'm sorry, I probably cut off something funny he was about to say. But I'm sorry. the way you stop talking, like you don't even realize. I mean, you can tell me about your special, but there was some fire coming anyway. So
That's okay. You have to go. We don't have time for Steve's jokes. It's fine.
I mean, hey, man, as long as it's not Darren's. So the reason that it's not a special, it's a mixtape because it's like something in between. You know, like Lil Wayne did the Drought, and he did like No Ceilings. I gotta listen to that song, No Ceilings.
So basically, sometimes you don't have material that's good enough for a special, so you put it in a mixtape, is what you're saying.
Oh, okay. So this is like a dress rehearsal kind of a thing. For a special later. Is that what you're doing?
So you're doing
Preacher, what's your writing process like, and should your buddy spend more time doing it and less time painting?
Okay.
See, I don't have any allies. You got these people that.
I don't know why we made this joke. Darren is hilarious. He is so funny. When I first see, he actually taught me how to write my set down. When I got into comedy, he would write every tag he had for his sets.
Or just like bullet.
He did bullet points, but I never knew the way he did bullet points. I was like, oh, it's a smart way of doing bullet points, and so I took it from him. So he when I did a show with him, and it was what was it? It was Bonkers, but it was, where was it at? It doesn't matter. But I've known him for years. Altamont Springs at the Y.
No, that's a great tip. It sounds like you could hire him to be your assistant or something.
He taught you to write your jokes down. That's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
How many years in were you before you learned to write your jokes down, Preacher?
What I think what he means by that is like writing your set in order. Sorry.
Preacher, you're releasing basically a comedy version of an EP.
Yeah, an EP.
Yeah,
it's a mixtape. EP.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. I should have said
that's
EP. We did a bunch of sketches saying it was mixtape, and EP
Preacher, if you want, you
we gotta redo these sketches, bro. I know it took 7 hours, but we got
Preacher, no, it's real easy. Just dub, you'd be like, oh, can't wait to release this EP.
Yeah, there you go.
I think mixtape is cooler than EP. I think mixtape works.
Okay,
cool.
Especially with the material that we do.
I was joking, but it was yeah. So so it's gonna be like a mixtape. Yeah, so I'm gonna drop it, but we just saw some really funny sketch. I think they're funny. But it's gonna be just like promotional things, like, hey, watch when it comes out, because it's material I don't want anymore. I don't want to do it. It's not like I feel like I've just grown out of it, and then if I put it out there, then people see it, and I don't do something that's already out there. Like if I did on TV, I don't do it. So if I put it out there, I'm like, okay, well, now I got to do a new.
It stimulates.
I wanted to do a special in 2021, but then 2020 was like, stop. You ain't gonna do nothing, and put a mask on.
Some of us thrived. Some of us thrived during the pandemic, but other people shut down. I get what you're doing.
But by the way, preacher, as soon as you do your jokes, as soon as you do those jokes on TV, I also stop doing them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because then people are like, that's a preacher joke. And you're like, fuck, I can't do this one no more. You're right.
Yeah, when you're just doing it at the clubs, I get away with it, but.
All right, 2 more fan comments for you, Preach. So Dana said, say hi to Andrea Gordon, who's in our Zoom. She's in our Zoom front row, so she wanted.
What's up, Andrea Gordon? How you doing?
And then Andrea Gordon has a question for you. She said, where can we get your mixtape when it comes out, and why was Darren shielding his eyes while talking to someone off screen?
Oh, sorry. Let me explain this. So my friend was pointing a Nerf gun at me, and I thought he was going to shoot me in the face.
And he was licking his nipple. He was trying to lick his nipple behind the screen.
You don't know what I've had to endure.
You don't know what we have.
We. But he was pointing it
How
directly at me.
how tasty are that guy's nipples? And then also
Dustin
is
Lawson
embarrassed by them.
was trying to lick his nipple. Like a weirdo, man.
Inappropriate.
You can't even
Nipples
lick
are
your
only-
nipple. Because I tried when I was probably like 12. How old were you when you tried to lick your nipple?
I don't know.
You don't remember trying to be like,
I mean, probably like when I was like 8 or something.
Yeah, probably like 8. See, I was thinking 8 too, but I was like, I don't want to say
you
it.
guys have never been fat.
Bowers was 10 minutes ago old.
Yeah, I've been able to lick my nipples for a while, guys.
That's
You got to gain
Lastly,
50 pounds.
Where are you going to drop your mixtape or your EP?
So it's gonna be on YouTube. Okay. She's gonna put it on YouTube. She's gonna put it on YouTube. And
Netflix?
Yeah, I don't want to put it on Netflix. They hit me up and I was like, hey guys, why don't you take a when I release actual special, I'll call you. But for the meantime, just leave me alone.
Yeah.
And then know
your worth.
Netflix has always bothered me too. They always want me to stop doing the commercials for an extra $3, and I'm like, nah, I don't need that shit. I can watch the commercials. I'm fine.
I really thought someone was flipping me off. I was like, what's going on, bro? I
thought that 4 times.
I was like, wait a second, bro. Like,
Honestly, I didn't catch that to you.
I was like, man, that finger is steady.
I haven't seen that.
Finger is steady.
It's not even shaking. I feel like my muscle.
Darren, I want to thank you for coming on the show today. Get that out of my face.
Thanks,
Yes, Darren, you were great. You were really great, Darren.
When you just see the finger, it looks like something else.
Kind of.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are really fun.
Yeah, good job, Darren.
Very funny. You guys are funny.
Well,
thank you.
Thank you, Colin.
Very
You
great,
too.
Darren.
Justin off camera. Thank you so much for showing them your nipples.
Oh, you're welcome.
And thanks for not shooting me in the face with the Nerf gun.
You're also welcome.
I kind of
Press them against glass. Press your nipples against glass.
That's how you know they're real. I kind of want to see him get shot in the face with a Nerf gun now. Am I the only person who wants to see him?
I should have did it, right?
Hit him.
Bring that thing over here real quick.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can even hit him. I think he's got no aim. He's got no aim. He can't hit you in the face.
either, yeah.
Oh, you're gonna dare him. Look, this is what you're gonna subject me to.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, this ain't gonna hurt that bad.
Nah, just don't hit him in the eyeball. Hit him in the eyeball to hurt real bad, but just
Look, getting hit in the face with a Nerf gun is only challenging if you're learning to ride a bike for the first time.
That's true.
Shoot it
A leaf blower full of ping
No,
pong.
I'm not gonna
balls.
shoot
That
it.
was my favorite.
Okay. I wasn't gonna shoot it off.
Oh, no, that's fine.
You're gonna thank me next?
I was gonna thank you
Alright,
last.
I just
Do you have anything you want to plug besides
I
the?
wasn't gonna shoot it off.
Hey, just follow me on social media on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, Twitch. Justin Lawson. This. Okay, so I got. Okay. This man on Instagram's name is Colin So Fine. I told this man to change his name.
Come on,
he right?
No,
he should change his name. Right?
no. He's being ironic, right? He's being ironic. If it's a joke, it's a hilarious joke. If he thinks he's so fine for real, yeah, he needs to change that. Like now, Jesus.
You have to be so ugly. That is funny.
Right.
I actually just registered the handle. Colin, I'm okay, I guess.
Colin, I'm okay, I guess. That'd be a good Instagram. I like that.
Look, I don't know. I think it's working for him with his 150 followers. Blowing up the internet with that shit. Wow.
Wait. Does he mean fine as in like I'm fine? Like, how you doing today, Colin?
Was Colin as a 6 already taken? What's going on?
Is that what it means when someone has the numbers after their name on Instagram?
Colin's so fine. Look at that. It's crazy. Look how fine he is. Holy moly.
Considering how badly we were roasting Darren in the beginning of this segment, I think he's pretty happy about this now. Colin.
Whoa. Never seen such a fine piece of meat. Look at this.
Is that chainmail? Is he wearing a chainmail outfit? What is going on in that picture?
We got ticker of all the followers, man.
Colin just got banned from Instagram.
For being too fine.
All right. Hey, I'll see y'all later.
Good night,
everybody. Thanks, man.
Bye, everybody.
If you guys like my art, my Instagram is Get More Art.
Oh,
All right. More with 2 O's.
Get More Art, Preacher Lawson, Colin So Fine, Justin Lawson.
Awesome.
All right. See y'all later.
Bye, guys.
Thank you
Later,
so much.
guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right.
You think it would hurt your feelings if your parents named your one brother Preacher and the other one's name was just Justin? That would hurt my feelings. We have Messiah and Larry. Oh, God. What are you doing?
He's actually got a bunch of brothers. It's Preacher, Reverend, and Justin.
What's his real name, Rach?
Jovan.
Jovan? Jovan Lawson? Interesting. Fun fact.
Fun fact.
All right, so some generals. Tesha and Brian Hauser tested super chats for me, so thank you. He said, happy 2-2 Tuesday. Dana, happy Mega Tuesday. Will the show end before Bennett finishes the front row?
There was a while during that front row where I was like, I'm gonna miss my flight.
Zara, I'm so glad I'm not doing the What We Learned Today segment. Complete tech notes overload. Steve's right. Andrea said, thanks for the ring light note, Ben.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And then Marissa, great show as always. So glad I didn't have to work today. Love you guys. And then just an update on top tipper. So front row, Stephen Val so far getting the finger. In second place, Marissa, and then Dana.
Nice.
All right, and how far behind is Marissa?
Like $60.
Oh, so it's anybody's ball game still.
Yeah, and it is 2-2 day, so you know, $222 would be kind of nice. But you know what? Hey,
yeah.
Jojo asked what Preacher's last friend Darren's last name is. It's Moore, Moor.
More art.
Get More Art is his Instagram handle, and that's the sign of any great comedian. Is their Instagram is named after their art.
Yeah, yeah. At least it's not after his looks. That's worse.
His art is really cool, though. I actually really like his art a lot.
Yeah.
No, and he is very funny.
I believe.
Okay, where are we at in the show?
I think we're time for the game. Oh no! Wait, no! I gotta share
Your announcement. We got announcements. We got videos.
I gotta share the part of the special.
Yep.
Are we ready for that?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. All right. So this
is
is the intro part. Again, it's not done yet. And we might have to edit this part out of the YouTube for copyright purposes, but here is the draft of the intro. So here we go. Oh, you know what? I should probably share it with sound.
That would help. I can do a dub. I can talk over it.
Oh, that would be great.
I can show you a couple tech things if you want, Steve.
I did share it with sound. This is just the screen before, which has no music on it yet. So here we go. Okay.
I was going to tell you that.
It's coming in. I grew up on the corner of 84th Drive and Smedley, but technically it's also the corner of 84th Drive and 84th Drive. Now it gets even more confusing because we're in Queens. Right near here is also 84th Road, 84th Avenue, and et cetera, et cetera. My father always used to joke that this guy named 84 must have done something really great for the neighborhood to have all these streets named after him. Sometime, I think it was in the late 80s, New York City realized they had messed up a lot of property taxes, and they refunded a bunch of people. And most people got a couple $100 back. Sometimes people got 1,000. We didn't get much, but my neighbors got many, many, many monies. And with that, they completely redid their house into this religious shrine. Eventually, when my parents got divorced and sold the house many years later, the neighbors bought it. But as far as I know, they were Christian missionaries. They say that you can never go home again. Well, you can. It's just that when you get there, it might be a Christian mission. That's the house I grew up in. One of the things I always loved about going to school here is how incredibly diverse it was. And it's not something I knew as a kid, but I was catching up with a couple of people who went to the school with me. A couple of my classmates came to a show. And we were asking, you know, how's this person, how's that person, how's that person? And we realized that the names that we were saying are not names that the average kid in America grows up with. My closest friends in this school were named Amal, Lazan, Liku, Seth, and Steve, but the other Steve was Steve Gomez, very different than Steve Hofstetter. We were a Benetton commercial. My favorite part. Wait, watch, ready? Nope. Don't include that. A lot of the things I talk about in my set are growing up, figuring out who you are, finding yourself. So I could think of no better place than where that started. Welcome to Queens. So that's where.
Very cool.
Very
cool.
nice.
Very hilarious. Nothing funnier than trying to shoot a soccer ball into a basketball hoop and missing it so bad. That was hilarious.
Thank you.
That was
At least they
how
cover for missing it.
And what's funny is that was the 5th take. The first 4, he actually hit the shot. He's like, God damn it. And he had to like 5 takes to miss it. It was the opposite of all those YouTube videos, actually. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's called Dude Imperfect.
Hilarious. That's awesome. When does it drop? When does it come out? And what's the release plan?
So the edits will probably finish within a week or two. I'm gonna watch it to give notes. I'm gonna watch it to give notes on the flight to Australia tomorrow. And then we have leads at Netflix and HBO and Comedy Central. We'll see who ends up buying it, and if nobody does, then it'll be on my YouTube.
Have you thought about selling one and one only for like $500,000?
I have thought about that, but no one's gonna pay that, so no.
I don't know, man.
All right, top tipper. No.
I have an announcement I would like to make.
All right.
If I could. This is something I'm beyond excited about. I've had the honor of working with some pretty amazing legends over the course of my career, but none I don't think as big as this. We're announcing it just right now publicly for the first time ever outside of my Patreon, where I announced it last night. And on March 5th at Nowhere Comedy, the tickets just went live. You can get a ticket to see a weird talk show, game show, hybrid thing I've been developing a weird, fun format for with me and John Cleese of Monty Python.
Oh, yeah, baby!
Very cool.
It is going to be insane. And Camilla Cleese as well. The show is going to be called Cleese Gleib Me Alone.
Nice.
A night of shenanigans with John, Ben, and Camilla, and it's going to be wild. And if you guys like it and it goes well, we're going to do more of them, I think. So I hope you do. Hope you get tickets, and I'm just super stoked. Oh, and if I could screen share the flyer, is that okay? Molly, if I screen share it?
Probably.
You should be able to.
I'm just going to do it. Here we go. Boom.
Good.
Oh, cool.
Looks good. And I've got
Brilliant.
That looks awesome, man. That's very cool. Very
You're really fun.
Very fun. I have an announcement. I just talked to Jay Black. I'm actually auditioning for his new movie, Psycho Chris Bowers, which comes out in the fall. I got a lot of lines I got to learn, but I'm really excited about auditioning for this part. So he's flying me to fucking Worms, Nebraska for it. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited.
I was talking to Jay about the idea of, we were joking when we did the Psycho Storm Chaser viewing party. We were joking about what other movies we could make, and one of them we wanted to do about one that would be like home renovation, because we could shoot it at Steel City. And like, I've been talking to him about developing a script for it, so maybe.
Sure you are. Sure you are.
Ben Gleib's attached. I hear Ben Gleib's attached. It'll help it get moved. It'll help it get made.
I'm attached still to doing Psycho Game Show hosts. I'm still attached to that.
I met Jay Black for the first time the other day, and it was very fun talking to him, and he was really passionate and excited, and it was me, Brett, and him sitting and talking, and he was so excited. He sat us down and he started telling us the newest idea he has for a film. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to ruin anything, but it also has to do with murder, and I'm really wondering if something is wrong and if we're missing red flags with Jay Black.
No, something is wrong with the Lifetime network.
I see.
The only things they buy.
Well, in fairness to Lifetime, all women want to watch is shows about murder for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but
They should call it Death Time.
yeah, it's
And then their competitor is Lack of Oxygen Network.
yes. That's a joke in the show right there.
And of course, bravo, you killed him.
We had a general for Steve. Curtis Mason says, was your friend Steve Gomez the basis for the Breaking Bad character of the same name?
He was not, but when I did see that character, I was like, I know Steve Gomez.
Ready for the game?
Are we ready for some game? All
All
right.
right, so the game.
And by the way, can you guys hear that they are currently vacuuming outside the room?
Yeah.
They're currently vacuuming outside the hotel room, and I'm just like, it is. Oh, I guess it's 3:30 here. I was thinking my clock is still set to Eastern, because I was just like, why are they housekeeping at 6:30?
All right, so the game today is, what are some real TV shows or movie titles that would be the worst name for your vagina? Your specific vagina.
Your specific vagina.
These are some unpaid entries I really liked. Evan Greenberger, V for Vendetta.
That's perfect.
Grim Retails, The Lost Boys. Such a good game, Bowers. Good job. And then David Donahue's A River Runs Through It. She's wet.
We should absolutely do this game in various variations. This is such a good game already.
I thought you were going to say we should absolutely do this game. And I'm like, we are doing this game.
We're currently doing
right now. All right, so video front row, if you have any entries, please raise your physical or your virtual hand. Front row, Stephen, Val, you're up first.
So we have a TV show and a movie. The TV show is The Dick and Dyke Show. It works for both. The movie is it's a movie that only Frankie Berman would have seen. It's from 2008, starring Bradley Cooper and Brooke Shields. It's called The Midnight Meat Train. I know.
Scott's honor. So I had a bunch, so I'm going to read my four.
Frankie,
You're very quiet.
Yeah,
A little
turn your
louder
volume
there,
up.
Frankie.
Is it
Yeah,
better now?
turn your volume up as high as your glare.
Oh,
For a moment, I looked at that and I was like, is Berman going gray? What's happening?
Nope. Better now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. No, I never saw that movie, Scott's honor. So I had a bunch. So I have four. I have Lethal Weapon 2. I did Lethal Weapon 2 because it has diplomatic immunity. Then I have Little Shop of Horrors. I have I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. And then Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, God.
Oh, good one. Birthday boy.
All right. So I actually did find Tutu.
Of course you did.
So let's see. I'm gonna send in for 2 more. First one is The Dirty South. Deadliest Catch.
Oh
Everyone's favorite game show, 1 versus 100. And the last one season are on CBS, Blood and Treasure.
That's a little too accurate, I think.
By the way, I loved seeing the good doctor's response to that. Medically, she was like, fair.
Hey, I'll jump on the bandwagon. I'll go for 4. Deadwood. The Bone Collector. I don't want to brag, but as good as it gets. And look, yeah, it is the Mega Monthly, so I'll go with There Will Be Blood.
Don't drink your milkshake. Drink it up.
So good. Andrea.
Okay, so I have 3. I have No Country for Old Men. I have 12 Years a Slave.
Oh no.
And I have The Hurt Locker.
Anna.
So I had so many of these. I'm actually going to do some extras today. I have The 7-Year Itch.
These are so good.
Sorry, The Money Pit. And Three's Company. And Bring It On.
Burr, it's cold in here.
Abby.
I have 3. I have The Wild Wild West. Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh no.
And Curb Your Enthusiasm.
It's about a show about Larry David being awkward.
In bed.
Yeah.
Marissa. They're so good.
So I've got 2. The first one is Last Action Hero. And the second one is Frozen.
Let it go. Let it go.
Alejandra.
I have Snapped. BronyCon, that one weird documentary about the adult fans of My Little Pony.
Oh god.
And I have one more, Sausage Party.
Nice. Anna D.
No,
we can't hear you.
You're not talking.
Everybody with a fancy mic has the worst sound.
It's weird.
And everyone with a headset has the worst sound. It's like they're messing with people.
How about now?
There you go.
Yes.
All right. This was such a fun one. A bunch got taken, but I got a few left. Blazing Saddles. The Big Lebowski.
Nice.
Apocalypse Now. And Just for Bowers, Chinatown.
Nice.
Damn.
Let's go downtown, yo.
Hold on, I forgot something. Oh, sorry.
Wait, what just happened?
I'm sorry.
You're good.
Cam Tutankhamun.
I have some for Steve.
All right.
Go.
Wait, I don't know what's
that's
happening.
what's happening. Okay.
Oh.
It says, oh crap. It says, making the choice doesn't make me socially awkward, that was another choice that I also made.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, this is another one where I had like a lot of choices, so I had to whittle it down some. The Abyss.
Classic. It's a classic.
Sharknado. Walking Dead. Dead to Me. And Deep Impact.
Oh, so good. Nice job, Tam. Lindsay.
I don't know if this counts, but Steve Hofstetter's Bring Out Your Dead tour?
Is that a show?
Wendy.
Okay, I owe you guys some money, and I missed the front row, so I'm sorry. Fraggle Rock. Sucker Punch. The Terminator. Smash.
Smash.
And Ice Station Zero.
Nice.
Brad.
Hey, it's not a little theme. I'll give you, I don't know, half of them. Idiot Test. Press Your Luck. Fear Factor.
Nice.
And last one, Family Feud.
Oh God, let's hope not.
He's in Alabama, so yeah.
What's in Alabama?
Alabama Family Feud is what plenty of vaginas are named after there. Okay.
Fun.
So, apologies. I swear I hope these didn't happen already. Mission Impossible.
Nice.
And Snatch.
Nice.
Fair.
All right.
All right, so there's so many entries, god damn it. All right, so these are the rest of the start us off with, thank you. Jack's not, yeah, he did left. Red Heat. And then let's see, Cynthia Cresswell, The Burn with Jeff Ross.
Oh, no.
Cynthia also had True Blood. Tim Stewart, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Kevin McAllister, All in the Family. Tim Stewart, Little Shop of Horrors.
Nice.
Evan Greenberger, There Will Be Blood.
Nice.
Nice.
Jennifer Story, Drunk History. Curtis Mason, Titanic, Because Everyone Goes Down on You.
Who did Drunk History?
That was Jennifer Story.
It was Drunk History was Jennifer Story.
Nice.
Lady Val, Name for Your Vagina, Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses. Clarence Isaacs Jr., Red Dragon. Curtis Mason, Nightmare Alley.
Oh.
And then Pain and Gain. Clarence Isaacs Jr., It, but Doing. Get it? Tesha Lee had Sausage Party. Evan had The Man Who Wasn't There.
Nice.
Cheap Go Quack. Rambo, First Blood.
O-Face.
Clarence Isaac Jr. had Too Hot to Handle.
Nice.
Mike 71 had True Blood. Cass, Hannibal. She also had Full House. And Pokemon.
There you go.
From Stephen Val, Chinatown.
Nice.
Oh,
Too free.
we lost
What happened?
our internet. There we go.
Oh, we lost our
We're
internet
good.
for a second.
We're good.
We're good.
Jaws.
Oh, fuck.
We're gonna need to get a bigger vagina.
A bigger vaginas. One of their entries was big.
Nice.
Stephen Val also had The Abyss.
Nice.
Clarence Isaac, Dirty Harry.
Oh, is there a comma?
Zara, she's going with front row with 2007's Bring It On, In It to Win It. Tasha Lee, Double Dare. Tasha also had Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Nice.
Victoria Scararegio, What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Last minute ones that came in. Frankie Berman has a ton. All right. Oh, there's no fucking punctuation here. All right, let's
Here,
try.
let me try.
You do it.
Okay. The Third Man. Oh my God, I didn't even know this was a movie or a TV show. I Am Not Your Negro.
Wow.
The Fugitive.
The Fugitive. There you go.
Clueless. The Thing.
Nice.
For the fugitive, he just looks like a one-armed man. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't choke your wife.
Kramer versus Kramer. My Dinner with Andre. Liar Liar.
Nice.
Jeopardy.
Oh, that's good.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
That's close.
And then the closer, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
No.
You're wiping the wrong direction if that's the case, my friend. All right.
Oh, there's some more. There's more.
Okay.
Wonderful, everlasting gobstoppers. I just can't wait to taste them.
Let's see. We had Wendy Swordlow, Escape from Chinatown.
Nice.
Tasha, The Quick and the Dead.
Oh no.
And last one, Wendy Swordlow, Lost in Space.
Nice.
Oh wait, Clarence Isaacs Jr. had another one, Black Widow.
Oh.
All right,
Oh,
those are
man.
all of them.
I liked so many of these. I liked Dick Van Dyke Show from Stephen Val was great. Little Shop of Horrors from Berman. Degliest Catch from Adler. I loved both Zara's There Will Be Blood and The Bone Collector was good. No Country for Old Men from Andrea. Unsolved Mysteries and Curb Your Enthusiasm from Abby was great. Chinatown was good from Anna D. Deep Impact, All in the Family, Drunk History, Rambo First Blood. Second place was Dirty Harry from Clarence Isaacs. Dirty Harry, that was just because it's just perfect. But my favorite is Anna's The Money Pit. I think that most describes a vagina the best, I think, is The Money Pit.
Said by someone who's been married a couple of times.
It's cost, but vagina has cost me several $100,000. That's all I'm going to say in my life. Ben, what was your favorite?
I mean, there were great ones. I loved As Good as It Gets from Zara, 1 versus 100, All in the Family from Kevin, Drunk History from Story, The Man Who Wasn't There is hilarious, Lost in Space, but I got to give it to Evan with V for Vendetta.
Nice, nice.
Which is much better than V for Venerial.
Right. Rach, what's your favorite?
Oh my God, Deadliest Catch was great. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Deep Impact.
Nice.
The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. I love Dirty Harry, but I'm gonna give it to Zara's Bone Collector.
Nice. Dave.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I'm being told by Andrea in the comments V for Vendetta might have been unpaid. If it was.
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, it
I
was.
need to vote.
V for Vendetta
Oh,
was unpaid.
was
So yeah,
unpaid.
choose a different one.
Okay, then my vote goes to The Man Who Wasn't There. I thought that was hilarious.
All right, Steve.
Well, that is an incredible comeback story because that was my vote as well, which means it wins. So nicely done. The man who wasn't there, which, depending on your sexual orientation, is either a horror film or good news.
That was Evan Greenberger. Congratulations, Evan. You won.
Evan, nicely done. You are the champion of the SDSC Mega Monthly Spectacular.
Now, do we do a Mega Monthly Night King again? What do we want to do that as?
Yeah, do you want
Sorry, really quick. Could I ask Steve not to call it a comeback in this particular? Not right now.
My apologies.
Yeah.
Monthly Mega.
Minimize that
Why
comeback.
Don't we do worst,
Why can we do the same game but with a song title?
yeah.
What's
Yeah,
your name
so
of
like
your vagina?
your anthem for your vagina.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
There you go.
Bad anthems or good anthems? Either way, right?
Any of them. So existing song titles.
Okay, and you enter those until the next Mega Monthly, and you'll be crowned the Mega Monthly Night King. And do you guys have any for this current game?
I have.
Yeah.
I have 11, and they're all 80s TV shows.
Oh my god.
I have.
I have 2, 3. I only have 4 now. A lot of people chose ones I had, so good job.
I have 5 if you let me do 2 that are not exactly the original title.
Sure, we'll let you do that at the end.
Yeah.
All right,
Great.
yeah, okay. Bowers, do you have any?
Yeah, I got 3. I got 2.5 Men. 3 Men and a Baby. And Look Who's Talking.
Oh, fuck, that's great.
All right, I'll do mine. I've got What We Do in the Shadows.
Nice.
Boy Meets World.
Nice.
Nice.
The Big Sick. No. And then if the labias are different lengths, Twin Peaks.
I think twin would mean they're the same length, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I mean, Rachel does have a twin who's a boy, so
She does
There
understand
we
twins
go.
work. I get
That's
it.
what I
Yeah,
was going for.
Steve.
Well, no, Ben. I have 11, so should I
All
just
right.
do them?
All right. Ben, do
them
yours.
all?
I'll just do mine.
Yeah.
The 2 that are not the exact title, but close. Slits Creek and 60 in It. And then I've just got real titles, which is Succession, The X-Files, and Fargo.
Nice.
What you have to do to get it. I get it.
All right. Here's all of these are 80s television shows. All right. Growing Pains. Different Strokes. Who's the Boss?
What I love.
That's the show about Mona. This is a fun one. Soap. Perfect Strangers.
Nice.
Here's a complimentary one. Highway to Heaven. 8 is Enough.
Nice.
Antiques Roadshow.
Antiques Roadshow.
TJ Hooker.
I love TJ Hooker.
My Two Dads.
Oh.
And my final one, You Can't Do That on Television.
I love it. All right, it's time for the song, Ben. Here we go.
It's Leedy Doodle time. It's Leedy Doodle time. It's time for doodles with our dear friend Leedy Corbin. Ain't that right, Hank?
Aw. All right, first up. Oh, there we go. I have ovary, cervix, Pee-wee's Playhouse. Then I've got Abby.
I think my favorite thing I've ever seen in my life. Right there.
Thank you. Once more. Next, I have, oh, you must know me from The Office. Hair flip. You like my hair? Shit.
Love it.
Then I have the band that Preacher assembled.
Good.
He's playing a fine triangle.
He's playing the triangle, but he's doing great. Then I have Little Shop. Feed me, sweetheart. Oh, as I was drawing it, I regretted it, which is why it can't be last, but it is second to last with I'm so ashamed. And that is it for me.
LeeDeeCorbin.com to buy these prints. At Leedy Corbin on Instagram. Check out her Patreon. All the things. Leedy is the best.
Very, very cool. All right. Well, is it time to plug some things? Is that where we're at? I can't remember how this show works anymore. All right. Well, you can find me, as always, at Bowers Comedy. Join my Patreon, Bowers Comedy / It's patreon.com/Bowers Comedy. Let's see. I'm going on tour with Steve in May, so check that out. May 4th through the 24th, I think. So all those dates are on stevehofstetter.com. Check that out. I'm in Dallas, April 21st through the 24th, and Addison at TK's Club. And I'll be back in the Midwest a bunch. So come check all that stuff out. And Origin Stories next week, or this week, is
Orgies next week.
Orgy with Taylor.
Is what? Who?
Taylor is on Origin Stories. Taylor is on Origin Stories this week. Tomorrow. So. And we have tomorrow. We have Long John is here, and Kira Sultanovich is back on the show tomorrow with Jody. So check that out. Ben, what you got coming up?
Very nice. Okay, so I already told you guys one of my 3 announcements. John Cleese and Camilla Cleese and I are doing Cleese Leave Me Alone, a one-time, perhaps only night of shenanigans and games and weirdness at Nowhere on March 5th. So get tickets now if you'd be so kind. But also, I just announced this, but not to you fine people. This Saturday on Gleib Off the Top, I have an incredible special guest I've been working on for a very long time. I'm teaming up with another legend from Whose Line Is It Anyway? My special guest is Colin Mockery.
Nice.
It's going to be wild. So I have quite a fun couple weeks coming up. So please get a ticket for that. It's this Saturday at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern, same time as the Cleese Show. And the bigger announcement, maybe than both of these, the thing I've been working on since we announced there'd be something that I'd be announcing many months from now. It's finally almost official, but it's official enough that I can announce it. Starting, we hope, early next week, I will be doing 3 videos every week for the Young Turks, their Rebel HQ political and social commentary channel.
Oh, brother.
Bringing it back, bringing back my stepping up and commenting on the world a little bit. So I'll have my own playlist on Rebel HQ, and I'll be churning out my commentary on all things politics and Karen videos. So stay tuned for that.
Very cool.
That is awesome, Ben. If it goes really well, you should run for president.
Thank you so much.
With that kind of press, I think you might have a shot. Steve, what you got coming up?
Adding shows all the time. Just announced today, San Diego, a bunch of other cities. But the big news is the Australia tour starts this week. So starts on Friday. Their restrictions are lifting, so we've been able to add some tickets to the previous sold-out shows. We're about to add a couple to Melbourne, which has been sold out for a couple weeks. So check my website. Stay tuned for all that stuff. And I am actually going to see Daniel Muggleton in person, where I will strangle him for being late to the shows.
And you have a virtual show from Australia, right?
Yeah, actually. Thank you, Ben. Because Western Australia was still closed when I got the visa. And for whoever else wants to watch, we are broadcasting live from the Brisbane show, Sit Down Comedy Club. I think it's a 6-camera shoot. It's going to be very different than the typical Nowhere show because it's going to be a live in Comedy Club sold out show that we're also broadcasting, that you can join the Zoom and the chat like you usually do. But I'll be live on stage with Dan.
That is cool. So you really get to experience a show in Australia. That is pretty damn awesome.
Yeah. So if you're in America, wake up very early.
I'll be up.
And update. So we've got the what do we call those? The passes.
Oh, the tour passes.
So Steve brought me the tour passes. So those of you that won, I'm gonna get those out in the mail this week. So I'm super excited. He's collating all of them on the bed right now. There they are.
Signed.
Signed.
If you can read my signature, it's a forgery.
And then last couple generals that had come in, we had Brad Clarkson in 2222 public service announcement. Today is both Taco Tuesday and National Margarita Day. So let's
there you go.
Zara, y'all, I think we found this show's Wheel of Fornication today with the game. And then Bunce, these mega monthly shows are so much fun. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Who's the top tipper?
An update on the top tipper. We had a couple close ones, but Steve had sent in another tip, and the finger, we're giving the finger to Steve and Val.
All right.
No, thank you. We'd like to give it to Debs.
Oh, Debs gets the finger.
Yeah, we love Debs. She's got great fingers, and we want her to have the finger.
So I'm going to give you the finger.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
Nice.
That is so cool.
Very kind.
Is this the most you've ever been excited when someone gave you the finger, Debs? Is this the most you've ever been excited for it?
Yeah, working at a casino, it ain't the first time.
Oh no, I'm for sure. Nice. We got anything else to do? Or are we done? Is this it? All right. Well, thanks so much, Front Row, for being here. We love you guys. You are awesome. We'll see you next month. We'll figure that out. Is it going to be
so video front row, turn off those cameras.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we end normally this time, pal. Remember, we changed up the format.
Yeah. I'm saying so. That's why I'm saying goodbye to them, and then.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Okay, double deuce.
And then I'll say bye first since you're on camera with Steve. So
bye guys. Good to see you. I'm getting off camera.
Mitchell left.
Thanks, guys. Thanks to those that keep watching the Tweakly. If you haven't watched the Tweakly yet, Wednesdays and Fridays, me and Rach. We got Jody Sweeten on Wednesdays. We have a guest host on Fridays, a guest comic. 2 comics on Wednesdays, no comic sets. We just hang out with Fucking Fan Fries on Fridays. So come check those shows out. They're a lot of fun. So if you're new to this Mega Monthly, come check out and join the Facebook group, and they'll all make friends with you. So if this is your first show, watch more. Love you guys.
As for me, follow my new Instagram page.
Steve So Fine. Steve So Fine. Is that what it is?
No, I was going to say follow my new Instagram page, Finer Than Colin. You guys were awesome. Great seeing everybody. Can't wait to see those of you who are in Australia. We'll see you live soon. Bye.
Yeah.
What fun being with all of you guys again. Let's do it again in a month. See you very soon. Good night.
Comb your hair.
Get out of Taylor's house.
The next month is March 22nd, guys.
March 22nd. All right, are we clear?